Pete and I's expectation at the ISAF Sailing World Championships to, obviously first off do the best we can. We've been sailing really well over the last couple of years, and obviously if we don't go into them these sort of regattas without trying to be the best and stand on the top step, so that's where we want to be. For me, how I chose to be in the 49er, I guess Pete and I are a little bit different. That I'd sailed the 29er and at the Youth Worlds and at the 29er World Champs when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. Fast-paced and quite athletic as a crew, and it's just really great racing. And after the 2008 Olympics, Pete had been there in the 470, and he wanted the change to the 49er, and it just seemed like a natural thing to do for us to team up together. So yeah, we've been sailing the 49er since late 2008. The 49er's got a number of teams that are right at the top of the game, and that sort of have been pushing us hard. First off, our Kiwi training partners, Marcus and Josh, they got second at the World Champs last year, and Great Britain's got a number of good teams that have been pushing hard. Obviously the Australians, Nathan Outridge and Ian Jensen, they've Olympic champions and have sort of been our main rivals over the last 4 or 5 years. So that's always a good challenge. And then there's also a number of other teams, the Danish, the French. The list goes on really. It's a pretty high quality fleet. As far as room for innovation and stuff in the 49er, it is a one design class, one manufactured in many aspects of the equipment. So there's not a huge room to improve, but obviously people come out with little ways of setting up the sails different, or rigging the boats a little bit different with different equipment. So no, you're always sort of having a look around and seeing what other people are doing, but I'm not expecting to be any sort of major improvements here, or anything that sort of grabs you and thinks completely radical or anything like that. How do we like Santander? Well, I guess it's you can see right now it's a pretty beautiful place. There's not much wind right now, but we've been here for 2.5, 3 weeks off and on, and it's a really neat spot. We travel around the world to a lot of different places, and certainly this is one of our favourite that we've ever been to. We took a few days off, and I went surfing up in Hossegor, just north of here, and Pete went cycling in the Pyrenees. And when we've been here, we've been surfing in the mornings and at evenings and stuff. And it's just a town or a city with a lot of good culture, and also the activities and beaches around are pretty awesome. Where do I see my future in Olympic campaigns? Well, right now I guess sort of the Rio 2016 Games is what Pete and I have our goal and I set on. That's since getting silver in London, that's sort of what we've been building towards, and I think once we get there we'll reassess. Obviously we've got the America's Cup going on as well, so it's going to be a busy time for us, but right now our sole goal is just to win a gold medal in the 49er in Rio. My favourite place to sail, I asked the other day, would probably have to be Riva del Garda in Italy. Very fortunate, it was the first place I won a World Championship, and then went on to win the 29er World Championships there a bit later. But it's just it's a beautiful spot. There's a lot to do, a lot of activities. But to be honest, this place here is pretty damn good, and now I'm getting into surfing more and stuff. This is a pretty neat part of the world. So the local guys from Santander have a pretty neat place to call home.